What is up, fellow gang members? We're gonna jump right back. Oh wait, I just realized I probably named the stream the same as the last one, which is something I've been doing by accident too many fucking times. Whoops, this is my other channel. We want to go switch account. I have to... Can you do like an ad account? I guess you can't through this for some fucking reason. This is such a graceful beginning to the stream. Please tell me I don't need my phone. Oh my fucking god, you bitch. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay. I just need to make sure that this stream says too. I mean, I don't really need to make sure, but does it even realize I'm live right now? Yes, it does. Edit title and description. Part 2 is what we're on right now. Awesome. Now I can finally talk about the actual game that I'm playing. So, I did watch my stream a little bit last night. Or not last night, during work today. Sort of tried to figure out what's going on.
Traces of the supernatural reveal themselves more often than intelligent and reasonable men would prefer them to. Chimeras, worshipped by our ancestors centuries ago, crawl back into the light from ancient times. The directors of our fate rain ash down on us from the grey heavens. They conceal themselves beneath us, above us, and among us, staying hidden until we muster up the resolve to meet their malevolent gaze. Having been discovered, they appear in the flesh for a mere moment, and then they expire horribly, wreaking havoc on the world that they rightfully see as their toy.
Okay, so that's interesting because I think actually they're talking about the... Wow, what are they even called? I put my notebook around here somewhere. There it is. Okay. So they're the chimeras, or the chimeras, as the voice actor called them. That's got to be the Shabnak Adir, right? So I was sort of reviewing my footage, and from what I understand, because I think the most recent lady we talked to is like Ileana or something. Yulia, that's who it is. Yulia told us that they're actually real, and that they're the ones that are enacting the killing. But she's saying that they appear as, I think they say it as like clay and bone women that are the ones that are actually like going around and committing these murders. Also, obviously, the focus that I was trying to come up with. Let's open our notepad back up in here so I can copy some of this info down. I decided I was kind of tired at the end of the last stream, so I kind of ended it abruptly. But did we talk Shabnak Adir? Yeah, these things. So she thinks that they're real and that they are what caused the deaths, right? She said that that's the thing that's committing the murders themselves. The other thing she talked to us about was that who is it? Isidore So I didn't quite, like, I was just, there's so much information to take in when she's talking. And I guess just in general, people in this game love info dumping on you. But she said about Isidore that he was seen, obviously, with Simon last. He was the last person that Simon met before he went into the focus. But before that, Isidore talked with each of the 3 members of each of the households, so each of the heads, to impart information about presumably the bowl, the like cattle area. And I think that's why none of them want to talk to us about what he told them, because we're obviously in our interests of figuring out who the killer is. We're not able to, or we have to cross-reference what everyone says, but they don't want to tell us exactly what Isidore is like imparting to them, because whatever it is, it will like shake up the balance of control. So when we talked to Alex, right, Alex Superov, he was the second of the families that we stopped and talked to after the Canes. The Canes, obviously, I think they had a part where they wanted to stop talking to us about what Isidore was imparting to us. But it's also interesting that Isidore came from the steppe, which I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I think the steppe it's like the surrounding like swamp. There's also the steppe people, which I think are the like beast men, but I'm not 100% certain on that either. I forget what they call them exactly. That's sort of what I am gathering is going on. Obviously, this is like literally the first day, and I should probably just get into it. But yeah, let's update our log though. So Yulia, the supposed objectivist, whatever, it doesn't know what objectivist is, believes that it is true that Isidore and Simon were killed by the so-called Shabnak Adder. She describes them as women of clay and bone. They are supposedly, so they seem to come from the steppe. She also lets us know that the focus that the Canes told us about is like a, what did she call it? It's like a photo. I looked it up yesterday. Let me just open the web browser here. Box camera. Not like the ones that I want to buy, like these old school ones. Box cameras are like the Kodak camera. Sorry, this is how I have to remember what I was actually. Because it was like a projection, right? Could probably ask AI this kind of question. What is it when An image is projected through a small hole and is inverted on the other side. Camera obscura, that's what I'm thinking of. Holy shit. Just for that word. It's like a camera obscura. Where only one can pass through like a small hole, and the inside is merely a projection. Right, that's sort of what she... That's sort of what she's implying. Also, she says that she lays out the events that Isidore took, where he met with each of the heads of the 3 families in order to impart some information about the cattle farms. I don't remember what they're called. That doesn't need to be capital. These are notes, Ian. You don't need to be so anal about shit. This must be why the families are so vague in telling us what they talked about. He apparently came from the steppe to talk with them before speaking with Simon shortly before his and his own death. That should be enough, right? I will not forget that much information. Holy fuck. We should probably also give a bio on Yulia, but we'll be fine. I'm sure we'll remember her. She's like one of them. Since she's basically sort of what our character is, I'm sure we'll be fine. Let's read some of our quest. To find out who killed the immortal Simon Kane. The dead man's own family may not want it more than I do. I have an abiding desire to punish the murderer, to eradicate them, no matter if they were acting on their own account or at the behest of the powers that be. Whoever they were, they picked the moment far too well. My gentle associate, my selfless advisor, Isidore Barak, was the last person to see Simon Kane alive. If it wasn't for Barak's guidance, I would never have come to this backwoods domain. All the more reason to start my pursuit with him. Isidore Barak was murdered. The local authorities have sealed off his house. Alex Subarov, the head of the Subarov family, has taken control of all the proceedings regarding law and order in the town. The Subarovs are one of the 3 families that govern the town, and Alexander was the person to take the immediate measures after the discovery of Isidore's body. If this Yulia Lyurcheva is genuinely capable of rational thought, then she is more astute than the majority of her contemporaries in this town. There are those who would believe that if I am unable to pinpoint the murder by nightfall, then I am destined to become the next victim. If my encounter with death is so inevitable, then I should prepare myself for it. As ludicrous as it may be, the thought sends a chill down my spine. I am following Isidore's wake, certain that the trail of his footsteps will lead me to the crucible. What is the Crucible? There is little doubt in my mind that Isidore is well acquainted with each other, or that Isidore was well acquainted with each and every family in power, but it was Olgimsky that held Isidore's leash. Oh, really? I didn't realize that. A relationship rooted in unbreakable family loyalty. It is with the Olgimskys that I must make my next destination. Okay. No other tasks, but my mission, as of today, my mission remains obscure. The examination of Simon Kane, who is rumored to be a man of incredible longevity. So this is all before. I need to figure out the most fruit roll poach. Simon is a well-respected man. Yeah, this was before we figured out like literally anything. So that's cool. We're at Yulia's house, and we need to go to the lump. This is the polyhedron. What is the Crucible? I feel like I've seen that labeled, but I don't actually remember. This is the railway station. Cathedral. The Crucible, that's right, it's their mansion. I realized that like right as I was hovering over it. So let's check our... We're a little hungry, we're a little exhausted, our immunity's fine, our health is fine. Our infection is not anything. Right, these are all the people. I wonder if we take one of the other characters, if we get the other people of the family, like we get the Olgimskys for the lady. And here's the other guy, the Horsebecks, I think. Not sure. Anyhow, I need to actually remember how to get to his house. We can just follow this river walk over here. Let's stop in one of these shops and buy some things, because I know you might want to trade with the children. So what is this? Drapery, a piece of light fabric, a sheet or tablecloth, or cotton curtain used for moving around in infected areas in order to prevent accidental tactile contact with infected particles and surfaces. As a single-use item, it's usually thrown away before entering a building. Okay. And then a needle. Maybe of interest to children, because local tradition prohibits them from owning any sharp objects. But, you know, they can own, like, ammunition and guns and pills. You know how it is. No sharp things, though. Okay, let's just follow it this way. Don't need any water. Stay on the lookout for bins so I can grab some more bottles if needed. This might be a dead end, yeah. We're gonna have to go around this way. I don't know why I have so much energy all of a sudden. I feel a lot more sprightly than I did yesterday. You can probably tell that I'm speaking a lot more intelligently than I was yesterday too. I got my work benefits arranged today. So that's fucking one of the most boring things I've ever brought up on this. Some bins over there, but I don't want to go all the way back. I'm kind of trying to optimize. Okay, there's nothing, so we will go back. Trying to optimize so that I have as much time to do stuff as possible. I know you like need to do side quests, which makes me super nervous because I have no... I mean, I know where one is. Oh, nice. There we go. If you go talk to the... Is she here? Yeah. Lara Ravel. I think if you go talk to her, she gives you the try to investigate what's going on with the children quest line, which I think we'll do. I mean, we're gonna have to head back here anyways, probably after we talk to the Olgimskys, so I think we'll grab that quest on the way back. I swear to God, I did not go to this place before. Like, I guess my dialogue was different, but I have no idea what dialogue I could have selected that initialized it. Okay, we totally took the wrong way to get in there. How do you even get in this gate? I don't think I saw a way to get in. There's no sprint in this game. Oh, right here. Let's go. There's only one entrance, I think. Oh, I guess there's one this... Maybe we'll try this one first, because I'm sure there's 2 separate rooms for 2 different people. You know how houses work. Oh, yeah. I'm pretty certain I was never here. Wow, he looks like one of those guys. Alright, so you're an old Gimski. What's in this room? I'm gonna search your fucking room before I talk to you. Alright.
No. I won't believe in some earthen killer.
Alright, Vlad Olgimski. Ah! Bachelor Dinkovsky, of course. Who else would be so dapper? I've heard quite a lot about you. Have you taken a look around? Be sure to check the state of the industry around here. We have our own ways. How curious, what was the current state of your industry? Do you think I've come to inspect this town? I can't say I'm interested. Sure, we'll entertain his whatever. I feel like he's probably one of the people we're not supposed to entertain, though. Come on now, it's a complicated establishment with 1,000 years of history. A special approach is required to control such a colossus. See where I'm getting at? Emissary? Isn't an emissary like a messenger? Such business always leaves room for improvement. I can see we're not really seeing eye to eye. The project is special, very special. That means common standards do not apply here. That would be very naive. Okay, so he's like a scumbag. Is that what his character is? He's like a fucking business type. Like a slime ball type deal. You're probably right. We'll come back to that. You're probably mistaking me for someone else. I have nothing to do with your enterprise. We'll come back to that.
Many a mickle makes a...
Yes, getting everything back on track won't be an easy task. I'd like to inquire about the fate of my colleague Isidore and the manner of his death to be precise. How do you think Simon died? Isidore came by to see you last night. Don't try to deny it. Okay, I see. So I feel like he's a obvious red herring. About his manner to be... What are you implying? What is this manner you're talking about? Be so kind as to mind your own manners. I had nothing to do with it. Don't they say Isidore was murdered by a steppe demon? A Shabnak adder? There was that thingy, a talon they fished out from the wound. I can take this from kids and weirdos, but you're a respectable negotiant, right? A demon. Why didn't I think of it straight away? It was so obvious. No need to put on airs, like you know life. Scarcely off the train and full of scorn already. Oh, I know these big city manners full well. Yet the capital is 1,000 versts away. What the fuck is a verst? As is any other decently civilized place, if you catch my drift. And you didn't let me finish. Alright, I apologize for the sarcasms. Your money where your mouth is, though. So Simon was killed by this thing. It's hard for you to believe, isn't it? It used to be hard for many. Take my boy, for example. A scoffer, if I've ever seen one. And now even he believes it's real. He went off his head a bit. You're in the steppe now, esteemed sir. Eastern and backwards. The dead rise from their graves here. Clay dummies dance and bulls talk. Does he know the steppe well, that son of yours? And how do we catch this creature? There must be a way, right? I have no idea. I'm not a steppe man. These animals are only as interesting to me as they are productive. All is good as long as the plow is pulled. As for how they're quacking among themselves, who would seriously take interest in that? Why was I cursed with a son like this? Damn, dude. Your son bears little semblance to you, and you don't seem to like the steppe. Let's just say this. He rubs elbows with the rabble, the butchers, the Odong. What the fuck are the Odong? Shepherds and gatherers. Learns their tongue, collects their legends. He doesn't keep them in check at all. They even dare to come visit him with the premises of the town. If you see a worm creeping through the streets, he's definitely looking for my son. What's wrong with them visiting him within the premises of the town? And you call them rabble. You call them rabble. They're dangerous, they're aggressive, and they hate everyone who isn't a step person. They'll jump you and kill you on the spot. They'll tear you up with their teeth and devour your flesh while you're still throwing fists at them. So if you're spotted within the town, countermeasures are taken. So what of your son? Perhaps you could tell me more about this creature. So your son knows who the murderer is. Perhaps you're even giving shelter to him. Let's say that. Hold your horses! You want to talk to my blockhead? No, you don't have nothing to talk about. He's not here, thankfully. I don't want you two to meet. You heard me? Those are tradesmen's words, and I'll stick to them. Damn.
So my Haruspex is the Ripper?
How do you think Simon died? I don't think he was murdered. How could he who craved monarchy not perish? Hold on. Okay, so we're asking how Simon died, not how Isidore died. Holy shit, his fucking idle animation is funny as fuck, dude. What is he looking at, man? I don't think he was murdered. How could he who craved monarchy not perish? He couldn't. Not in this place. Balance requires equilibrium. So Simon's course of action contradicted yours, or so what you're saying is Simon's death worked in the favor of the local hotshots. Let's ask that. Come on now. What I'm saying is, when someone takes too much upon themselves, they always end up ground down. That's how life works. If they say Simon was the one to bend to the circumstances, not the other way around. No one seems to doubt that. He was the one to bend to circumstances. I think that makes sense, because... Yeah. It's not that he was taking... It's not that he was bearing too much, like he was getting in the way of people. It's that he got himself killed. Like, I think that's what that means. But there were signs of an otherworldly visitor that night, weren't there? Yet they say Simon was the one to bend to circumstances. That does make sense to say. Simon has lived a very long life. Very long. He was a worthy man, but long doesn't mean eternal, does it? No one is to blame for his death. Examine the body. You'll see for yourself. It just happened. Cain won't let me examine. He's probably not going to be sympathetic to that. Well, that is temporary. A family tradition. He's not lying to you. He truly believes that Simon was murdered. Were he to admit that Simon simply died of death, he'd probably go to his last home himself. The shock would be too much for the man. He didn't appear sentimental to me. Okay, apparently that's all we can get out of him.
Lucky people are bad hands at correcting their faults.
Alright.
They always believe that they're right when fortune backs up their vice or folly.
Is that the voice he had before? Holy shit, it feels like he's pitch corrected. Isidore came by to see you last night. Don't try to deny it. So what if he did? I'm also aware of what you two have been talking about. All I want to know is why he left to see Simon afterwards. Oh my, pray forgive me. So he wanted to bring me to heel. That traitor, that bastard. Well, what he asked for was for me to stop the factory. How could I not kick him out? What did he tell you? who else could he have spoken to? Perhaps someone who could take measures. Of what kind? That, my dear and respectable friend, is none of your business. My property, like I said, is in order. See the skin and meat delivery reports. Do you know how hard? No way. It's my domain, whether anyone riots or not, and I'll have my way with them. I'll find everything out eventually.
Yes.
All right. That's all he has to say. He's not going to tell us where his son is. What is his son's name? I don't actually know. There is at least Capella. I'd assume that's his wife. Kimsky's mansion. I almost wonder, because I think we went here. I almost wonder if that's his son. But I mean, I didn't see any of the step people there. I saw just like fucking regular goons. Excuse me. Haspy's Hospice, Grace's Lodge, Anna Angel's house, Andre Stamonton's pub. Yep, that's Peter Stamonton's studio, which is apparently partially a store. He's one of the people we're supposed to protect. What does our quest line say now? A cunning lot, aren't they? The older Olgimsky does his best to avoid any mention of his household. When I asked what his son was doing, the honorable stock breeder momentarily lost his temper. I think that the son knows just as much as the father, and it will be easier to get him talking, but where can I find him? That's a good question. Maybe we'll ask his fucking wife, who is one door down. Hey, where's your son? Oh.
Guests are always welcome here.
Okay, not his wife, his daughter. His fucking daughter, who's the exact same model as all the other little girls in town. Actually, maybe this is the girl that was in the opening cutscene. I don't actually know if I've seen this particular model. Holy shit. For once, the little image here is like a spitting image of the fucking in-game model. Look at all this. If only my dear mother was alive. Okay, well, there's your fucking answer there. She'd take the reins of power in her hands. Even father would listen to her. But who is to take care of us now? Not Katerina, that's for sure. The mistress is too exhausted. Who's Katerina? Fuck, is that... Katerina's the spider lady. Sorry, I need to reread this last two sentences. Even father would listen to her, your mother. But who is to take care of us now? Not Katerina, that's for sure. The mistress is too exhausted. Okay. It's Katerina Ivarovna, right? So, no, that isn't. There's Avi Jan, there's Maria Kaina, there's the old Gimskis and the Subarovs. There's Alex Subarov, and then there was... There's Katerina Ivanovna is a character in fuck. The fucking the novel, not in the game. Never mind. Who cares? Katerina is supposed to take care of you. Your mother, what was she? Katerina is supposed to take care of you. Katerina is sacred like a child herself, and I also think she's being tricked. Yes, her prophecies came true just like it's always been, but they are becoming more and more noisy. Every word she utters comes across as a metaphor. Too bad I don't know your mother. Can she really predict the future? She does. The vague features, and she always speaks the truth, just like a true mistress ought to. I see.
Guests are always welcome here.
I have a terrible headache, but it will pass soon. Quinine can help. if you don't have anything better. So is this... Do I need to give her quinine?
There's a peculiar smell.
Okay. So we'll say... Olgimsky. We need to put that as... Olgimsky... What was his name? Don't actually remember. Big Vlad. That's right. How could I forget Big Vlad? Big Vlad. Capella. The daughter. Can you control F these notes? You cannot. Unless it's in here. Damn. This is fucking cool that they added this. I was not like a huge fan of the shit they changed in this new Steam UI, but this is genuinely pretty good. That they have a little note-taking thing here. I'm gonna use the shit out of this in other games. Oh, that pins it to the UI. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I thought it did. I thought it just kept it open and like... Whatever, who cares? Yeah, that's... We were just keeping track of different things in there. Yes, we should also do... the focus. Simon's study that resembles a camera obscura. That's fine. Big Vlad is a amoral business type. He is not eager to discuss much beyond his enterprise and was incredibly defensive when pressed about his engagements with Eastdoor. He refuses to tell us where his son is. But it seems we need to locate him in order to find out what to make of Big Vlad's involvement in all this. I think that's enough. Cool. Yeah. That's all we really need to do. So...
It's hard for us to believe in things that lie outside of our scope.
Quinine. Is that a real drug? Quinine. Huh. It's primarily used to treat malaria. It's a malaria drug. How does it... Common side effects include headache. Well, that doesn't seem like it would actually help. I wonder if you can actually get that. Anyhow, let's go try and meet Laura Ravel. And then we'll head back to the Crucible. Oh, it does show where the little things are. Town Theater, Town Hall, Laura Ravel's house. There's nothing on this side that really would tell us anything. The boiler room. I haven't looked at this at all yet. This makes a penis right here. So that's pretty sick. Sticky, Peter Stamington. Not seeing any handprints or any hints of where his son might be. Apparently there's a hut there. Okay. We're in the dark about that for now, but... Hey, want to trade? We know all about you. Barter? Yep, ammunition. 1. I guess I can't see until I actually give you something. Well, I don't really want anything from you yet. Yeah, we'll go up the staircase and then we'll turn right by these houses. Can fill up water here. Once we have 5, we can talk to the drunk guy and see if he actually has a quest line or if I'm just wasting my time trying to do that. Okay, there's some trash cans up here too. Dude, this is thrilling gameplay that they've included in this game so that you have something to do in between talking to all these people. How many do I have? I have 1 empty bottle. How many full bottles do I have? Can't actually see that. Water. Looks like I only have 1. Which one is her house? Oh, we need to keep going. Be on the lookout for more bins. Here we go. Pretty sure this is her house. Her house is creepy as fuck. She's like one of the most depressing looking ladies in this entire game, and that's like really saying something considering... Look at this bitch.
What?
I do fucking... You know what? I fuck with raven-haired girls though. It's a nice look. You are the person that came to Maria Kaina in a dream. I recognize you straight away. My name is Laura Ravel. This is the shelter. You're always welcome here. Why is your house called the shelter? Well, it is empty at the moment because everyone is grief-stricken. But I usually have a lot of guests. The doors of this house are always open for my friends and for the friends of my friends, day and night. You are very kind. Let's be friends now. I prefer being friends with everyone. Why are there so few people out in the street? Everyone is either sleeping or dreaming. The odor of twire... I'm going through this quickly because I know she just gives you the quest, and that's all I really want. I don't really think she tells you anything other than there's like the weird vapor thing with the trees happening. The odor of twire is doing something this year, or something else this year. You can't get away from it. Neither walls nor cloth nor glass can help you escape the mind-numbing vapor. Does your head ache? Badly. It's nice that you can sleep... It's nice that you can sleep all day at times like this, but the nightmares are horrible. I can only imagine what kind of hell the mistresses are going through. The mistresses? The mistresses of the town. We call them the dream mistresses. Kaina, Olgimskia, and Subarova. Now, after Victoria's and Nina's departure, it's their daughters who are trying to see the future. They are far less impressive than their mothers for now, of course. Maria is probably the best. These clairvoyants terrify me, and it's good to see children continuing their life works. Why are you frowning? I'm just in a melancholic mood. We are way too used to playing the game. We are way too used to playing the game of tragic predictions. I'm trying to arrange everything back to order. I'd be happy to help you if I can.
Dogs are howling. Why?
I know you're a doctor, a wonderful one at that, a celebrity medic. Everyone in our small town knew that a famous doctor was coming here. I'm very glad you really have, because I want you to do a certain good thing. Can I ask a favor of you? Yeah, just tell me. A few years ago, the child death rate went through the roof here. 6 people died in a week. 10 or so came down with serious illnesses. Made us worried, but unfortunately we couldn't find the cause straight away back then. In the end, it turned out to be the children were dying because of a game. What in the world? What kind of game kills children? Well, they were playing, what do they call it? Some kind of medical game. They were stealing medicine from the adults and making some diabolical mixture out of it. Then they healed each other with it. Back then, the game just faded into obscurity, but now I've heard they were contemplating doing it again. Someone has already been poisoned. What can I do? I'm not no poisoning specialist. I can do an examination, of course, but no, it's much simpler. There's a house somewhere in town, either abandoned or just unoccupied. That's where they play hospital. That's where they store their horrible mixtures. Please use your standing and your celebrity name to put an end to this game. Capella, Olgimski's daughter, believes that the house will be unlocked today. I'll do my best. How can I find the house? Capella mentioned it is next to one of the ruins. My friend couldn't hear them properly. Have you seen the stone stairways to heaven? I think you might even be able to see the house you're looking for from Avian's window. But most importantly, it should be unlocked. People around here ever leave their doors unlocked? In exceptional cases or emergencies, yes we do, but generally houses are supposed to be locked up because they're occupied by several families. People aren't that scared of losing their own belongings, but they care about their neighbors, and now that everyone's so afraid of the man-eater, of course everything's locked. In this case, it won't be too hard to find. Okay. Let's first save the game. It's not saved in a while. None of these other people really have anything to do, I don't think. There's nothing in this house. Pretty sure occasionally, like, one of these things are open, but... You fucking are small as fuck. You look like a fucking... She looks like a fucking dwarf, dude. Like a fantasy dwarf. I'm not trying to say it like that, but that was like the funniest look I've ever seen from a character in this game. Anyways, we're gonna return to the Crucible and ask them what the fuck to do, because I know they... Oh, there we go. How many? We have 2 things of water. It looks like my thing is lagging on OBS, but I'm pretty sure it's fine. Have I dropped any frames? I've dropped 0 frames this entire stream. That's pretty good. I noticed I dropped some when I was doing the Demon Souls stream. And then I noticed like a few yesterday, but I think we're doing good. I think I'm just tripping out. Okay. We're actually really close to the Crucible already. Alright, which house do I want to go into? This is Maria Kaina. I think we want to talk to Georgie. Wonder if you can get water from this. Nope. What time is it in the game? Damn, it's still early morning. Alright. Hey, Georgie.
So the Saburovs have offered patronage to some changeling. Who is she?
I'm counting on you, Doctor. Which one of the locals could help me? Whose words can be trusted? One more thing. I'd like to examine your brother's body. How many doctors are there in town? No matter what happens, the truth will be revealed. Okay, I feel like I exhausted his dialogue before, but I assume these are like new things. Which of the locals could help me? I don't know how long you will have to remain here, Doctor. You are most welcome to be my guest, even though I won't try to keep you. While you are here, though, and especially since you are trying to find out the truth, it is my duty to offer you a piece of advice. I would be grateful for it. This remote place has a history of its own. There is not enough time to retell you, which is unfortunate. since it is the background of the town that may possibly justify some local conventions that will most likely seem barbaric to an educated person like yourself. Not at all. There are 3 truths that rule this town. 3 origins, 3 ideas, if you like. For several generations, these 3 powers have been in conflict with each other. I suspect none of them can exist without the other 2, yet each of them still strives to dominate. Each of them has its own voice, too. I have studied philosophy at the university, and I take it far more seriously than some of my colleagues. However, I fail to see the usefulness at the time. Just tell me more. These voices are the ruling families. Crazy, the co-owners of the Bull Project, who have been ruling the town for almost 2 centuries. Each one of the truths they represent is screaming at the top of its lungs. And in doing so, and in so doing travesties whatever value it carries. So much pathos. So all you wanted to inform me was the 3 contradictory versions. Well, yeah, what does this have to do with your brother's murder? Okay. First voice is the Subarovs, second is the Olgimskis, third one is the Canes. We are the 3 heads of one beast. Each of the clans will offer their own understanding of what's going on. Each of the 3 will use their own voice and the voices of their followers to lie and distort the truth. We cannot exist otherwise. However, in doing so, we will inadvertently reveal the entirety of the truth to anyone who would listen. So I'm surrounded by lies. How exciting. Truth is my only idol. Not worry, I only trust proven facts. Words alone carry no weight for me. Truth is my only idol. Whatever. Well, no one will dare to lie to your face. I have no doubts everyone will tell you the truth, but they will tell it in such a fashion that this truth will conceal the reality better than any deception would. The only thing I'm asking is that you don't jump to conclusions. Compare different versions. Your extraordinary intelligence will allow you to ascertain the truth. Okay, that inspires hope. Furthermore, each of us will try to paint a rather ungainly picture of the other 2. Most likely, we will fill you in on the negative sides of each other faction and withhold anything that is good about them. That is inevitable. None of us will stoop to outright slander, so everything that will be said will most likely be true. But this truth will be one-sided and incomplete. Listen carefully to what we say and take it into account. Thanks. Stories of the evil that the Canes have unleashed into this world are partially true. Do not feel obligated to act in our favor. As you can see, I will stop before nothing to ensure an unbiased investigation. The lack of prejudice I want to instill in you is the one and only reason why I am making a confession like this. I do not want my brother to have died in vain. We'll take your words seriously, do not worry. Okay.
Tell me what you want.
You really dodged
you are.
the question. I'd like to examine your brother's body. We have sent for Isidore, Barak's most accomplished apprentice. Okay, so this is where we actually get what I'm looking for. His name is Stanislav Rubin. Quite a resolute and talented man, this Rubin is. I have great expectations of him. He will bring everything you need and you will examine the body together. I'm no pathologist and autopsy is not my specialty, but I could perform a preliminary examination. All right, let me know when this Rubin arrives. Why don't you send for Isidore himself? Well, he's dead, so that wouldn't make any sense. Sure. I am genuinely sorry, Doctor, but our family traditions were cherished for as long as the family has existed. One of such traditions requests the dead to be left alone for 24 hours. The body is not to be seen or touched by anyone, so we can't actually look at the body today. This period of deferral will be over by tomorrow. Curious tradition, where does it come from? I'm afraid I must insist. I might have agreed to predict the tradition, which is sacred to us, as it is meaningful and reasonable, but I am entirely convinced that there is no valuable information at all for you to derive from the examination of the body. I am sorry, but no exception can be made here, not even for you. Reasonable, so it has a practical justification. Actually, yeah, let's ask that. On several occasions, excessive haste has led to undesirable consequences. The phenomenon that Isidore has invited you here to study, it is in our blood. The psychological trait of our family shows itself from time to time. That's intriguing. The examination of the body will not help you in any way. The puzzle has to be solved within your mind. I am not able to, or even allowed to tell you any more than that. Believe me, I'm not trying to conceal any evidence from you. The body is kept in the ice house. It is intact, but focus may not be breached. I'll wait for the required period of time to pass. Please take all possible measures to ensure the safety of the body. Okay.
Tell me what you want, and I will tell you who you are.
How many doctors are there in town? If we so exclude Isidore, Stanislav is the only doctor here. He's the most competent of Isidore's apprentices. The rest are good for nothing as far as I can tell. They're only capable of distorting the knowledge their teacher is trying to pass to them. Do you trust him? I would trust him with my life. A competent medic of remarkable courage and laudable integrity. Everything he does is done with appropriate diligence and care. He doesn't like people that much, but he is eager to serve them. Why do you ask? I just wonder what kind of man he is. How do I get to know him? Ruben will come here tonight to get down to examining my brother. You will get acquainted then. Okay.
So the Saburovs have offered patronage to some changeling.
Alright, so he doesn't have anything else to say. So let's go talk to Maria. And then, if nothing else, we'll talk to... Not Simon. What's his name? Georgie and... something. Hey.
There's more life in me that can be lived.
We're driven by love, love can be furious, but yeah, this is... Okay, she doesn't have anything else to say either. And I assume... What is his fucking name, dude? It's gonna drive me nuts. Victor... Okay, that's definitely Georgie. This one's got to be Victor. Then we'll go talk to Ava. Other than that, we have to find Big Vlad's son. And I'm not sure who I can ask about that. Maybe Ava knows.
Buzzing in my ears.
Alright, he doesn't have anything to say either. That's a shame. Has talking to... Stanislav, whatever his name is. Mission. No. It's in the icebox. I don't know what that means. Where is the icebox? Rubens Prosecutorium. These guys are still here. I wonder if they leave after you talk to them for the first time. I mean, I don't really need to talk to them. Also, those guys seem to have left, so that's good.
I had a feeling you would come.
I found out more about our morning visitors. They turned out to be runaways. Can you imagine? What have they run away from? A jail, a bedlam, or a zoo, judging by their appearance? The old Gimskis have closed the termitary again. and those who have managed to escape from there are now being hunted. Capella told me all about this. Some of them have ran away and some went into hiding somewhere in the town. And Capella is worried. What is she worried about? Capella and Vlad the Younger are poles of... Vlad the Younger? That would be his son. Okay, are poles apart. Vlad's primary concern is the interests of the family, so the sister is worried that the brother will kill the runaway. She'd rather have him survive the night and escape into the steppes. So wait, where did she say that? The termitary. So I wonder if that's where his son is. The termitary. Okay, let me write that down. Shit. Termitary. Young Vlad location. Sorry, I don't know if you can really hear me when I look away from the mic. Okay, where could the runaways be hiding? In a hospice in Earth. Well, hospice is just a name, really. What are you planning? What, are you planning to visit the place? Then help them escape into the steppe before Vlad sends mercenaries after them? That would be a good deed. We've had enough murders, haven't we? I'd rather speak to Vlad the Younger about this. Do you know where he lives? No, he'll probably hire you to do the killing. And that is no good. He is so rich and clever. He'll think of something to persuade you. Send them to the steppe. That will be better. Warn them about the danger and I'll tell you how to find Vlad if you do that, please. I see. Do not judge the deeds of men, woman. That is none of your business. Fine. Okay. A runaway Bircher, that according to the rumors is likely to be the man-eater, has found shelter here. I should interrogate the suspect before the eccentric Canes get to him. Well, this is new. I definitely didn't do this before, and I feel way better about this. This run has gone way better than the last one did, so that's cool. We're gonna save right here. And then we're going to write about this in my journal because I want to make sure that we're being detailed. Speaking to Ava, it turns out the visitors were runaways from the younger Vlad in exchange for helping them escape. She will reveal the location of young Vlad. It seems simple enough. All right, let's speedrun our way there. Finally, new fucking content in this game. I just spent 3 hours getting back to where I was, but I think this is a good save. One thing I want to do, actually... No, we need to make sure that I'm paused so that I'm not wasting time. Pathologic HD... Yeah, classic HD. Save file location. They're in the main game folder within the saves folder. Don't know for sure if the old saves are compatible with the HD versions. They changed some stuff. I was playing classic HD. I just want to move my save. Okay. Let me actually check that and see if that's right, because I do want to see. So presumably, I'm not going to show you what my computer looks like. I actually don't remember which drive I saved this game on. I I guess I could do it through Steam, can't I? Forgot that you can do it that way. I'm sorry I'm cock teasing you with new shit in this game, but skip ahead if you don't want to see me do this. Okay, saves. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's every save file I've made, timestamped with the date modified. So this is today, 11/11/2025 at 8:15. Awesome. Yeah, wow, these are tiny save files, dude. Holy shit. I don't actually think that, because the way that Steam synchronizes saves, I'm not sure if I want to mess with them, but good to know that I can monitor and rename my saves if I need to. Okay. Off to across the entire fucking map. Let's go. Let's loot some stuff before we go. Hopefully I'm not breaking anything by not talking to these guys. We also have we should have 5 bottles now. Oh, we definitely do at this point. Nice, dude. Let's go. So we can talk to the drunkardly guy. Ooh, there's one right there. Do I have 5? Yes. Let's go, dude. Hey. Fucking move. Alright, that's the dwarf NPC. This guy's the drunkard. What's up, gang? Give you water. And I get bandages, except you don't have any. Did you... Okay. Okay. Disappointment. Nothing but disappointment. Also, isn't this where that one side quest is? I should do this right now. I got fucking jump scared so hard in this place, dude. Money. Also, there's people riding fucking motorcycles around my neighborhood. Maybe it's a little nasty of me to say, but I really live in a fucking, like, white trash neighborhood. What the fuck? What? Did I just pick up some more drugs? Cracker. Not nutritious, but can be stored for a long time. Town doesn't have a bakery. People bake their own bread, while the dwellers of the Termitary make unleavened cakes. Lately, there haven't been any fresh bread because of the flour shortages. Jesus, dude. Russia really is a fucking shithole. Anyhow. I need to stop talking shit for no reason. I'm gonna get my ass beat. Oh, here they come again. What's up, man? May I inquire as to how you found this place, sir? By accident. Why do you look so funny? You will answer my questions. We're playing here, rehearsing actually. Also looking for something. We need it for the game. Nothing special, just some junk. I know everything. Yeah, well, it can't be fixed now anyways. Alright, I'll tell you. Who knows? Perhaps maybe you'll be of some help. Kids are in danger. We've come here to get schmouters, but someone has already looted the cash. Maybe it was Capella's doing? Oh shit, Capella, the fucking Big Vlad's daughter. She's probably distributed them among her minions, the pagan. I don't understand a thing. How's it dangerous? Tell me about her. Well, Capella's Capella. Even though she's our foe, we still respect her. She's luring kids out of the tower, trying to organize a sect of some kind. And they worship her, like, for real. Well, that's understandable. She's the kind of girl that you could even fall in love with. Too bad she's not on our side of the river, that is. Pride is the downfall of everyone. So what you're saying is she's distributed schmouters among the kids, right? The little ones are playing Epidemic again. They wanted to get their hands on these damn schmauters so very much. So now we need to catch the kitties, and I mean all the kitties, in the town one by one, and pry the schmauters from their hands. The common opinion is that schmauters can cure all kinds of ailments and stuff, but in truth they're deadly. Why were they produced in the first place? An adult will be severely poisoned. They'll be bedridden for a week or so, and that's it, but it spells dooms for kids. And how are children supposed to cure themselves then? Children, all children should come to our polyhedron. They'll be safe there. The polyhedron? Specular tower on the other side of the river. There's no death, no grief, no boredom, no disease there. That is proven for certain. Only dumb heads leave it voluntarily. If you ask me, you would have to be an absolutely thick and heartless creature lacking any semblance of imagination to refuse something of the sort. That's some story embroidering. Oh, that's... I always forget that the last one is... We would have called you to come by our place, but we can't. No adults allowed. It's fine, I can live with that. I know there's another one you can talk to. Oh man, I told them to escape straight away without tossing a coin. Explain yourself. How are we supposed to find the schmauters now? Do we seriously need to detain every little kid in the street? What do we barter with them for? And we can't take the schmauters by force. Bullying is against the rules. Khan would totally bite our heads off for that. Okay, so Khan is the other... Who is Khan? Khan is our leader. He's the commander-in-chief and the steward of the Specular Tower. Polyhedron. You'll not be allowed in there because you're not one of us. Okay, got it. I'm not too keen. Okay, so he doesn't want to say anything else. Relax, it's only a mask, nothing got that really. We put them on for the intimidation factor. Wow. Oh shit, there's lots of loot in here, dude. I'd never noticed that before. There's so much shit on the tables. This game doesn't really communicate what you can and cannot pick up. Okay, let's say... Khan, leader of the Specular Tower, and commander of the dog-headed kids. They seem to be older. And then... What was her name? Vlad's daughter. Capella. Capella, leader of the younger kids. They're the ones playing, what did he say? Pandemic and administering the schmauters. I should probably talk to her. Oh yeah, I should just... Okay, and we'll say... I need to speak to Capella, or okay, let's just say after meeting the dog-headed children, they implied their adversary is Capella, Big Vlad's daughter. Maybe she has more to say about the schmauters epidemic. Alright, let's continue. Smoked meat. This meat was cooked a month ago. Very nutritious and filling. It is popular among the townsfolk, and thus relatively hard to come by nowadays. Okay, cool. So we have some extra stuff. Meridorm, the tablets, tourniquet, schmauter. Randomly chosen drugs, mostly antibiotics. Schmatters were created by children to play Plague. That's what it was. The random recipe produced an unexpected result. The powder completely removes the effects of the sand plague infection, but severely damages health. Yes, that's right. So that's the stuff that... Oh boy, there's a bone necklace in here so we can trade. I did not pick up on that at all before, that Capella is the other person that they're going up against, but that's fucking really good to know. All right. I feel like I should make another save file, probably. But we're fucking cruising through content, dude. I love calling things content. It really gives them an air of legitimacy and totally doesn't make them seem like fucking garbage for absent-minded consumers like you're doing right now, watching me play a fucking video game. If you're watching me play this and I don't know you, you should fucking probably do something else. I'm not gonna lie. I'm recording this because I like archiving things. Holy shit, I'm finding so much fucking water. Oh nice, there's more. But yeah, like I said, I like archiving things. I like having good copies of things that I do. And you know, if YouTube's gonna give me fucking unlimited bandwidth to dump my gameplay onto, I'll happily do this. Also, I work a very silent job where I don't get to talk to people that often. So it's nice to just have something that I can unwind and I can speak and keep my fucking mind sharp instead of just like descending into fucking madness. Shit. I can get through this way. So we just saw the railway station. I think I've seen that before, but I've never seen this other part up here. But yeah, don't fucking watch me play video games. I've fucking been recording for God knows how many hours of me just playing this game. Which is already, it's like enough of just watching me do it. You should fucking play games on your own. You know? Watching Let's Plays is fucking kind of nuts. Unless you really just don't have the energy to play some specific... Like there's kinds of games that I'll probably never play that I'll watch someone play, but I try to avoid just spending my time watching other people do shit nowadays. I try and that's part of this too, is I want to play shit on my own, and having the motivation to actually go through and finish an entire game, something I don't do easily. Yeah, wow, this looks like a fucking factory, dude. And like this game, 27 hours I saw on How Long to Beat. That's an insane amount of fucking time. For a game like this, like it's cool that there's that much content, but I think like most of it really is reading. Like I wonder if you literally tried to speedrun. I'm curious how long the speedrun is for this game, because it's got to be like 2 hours. Or maybe even less. And most of it's got to be just walking. Alright, apparently they're hiding down here. It's locked? You're fucking joking. Brother. Okay, thank God. This got way scarier than I was hoping for. I was hoping not to be scared in this game. But I might be. I might be getting shot. Oh, no.
There's a hole under my heart.
Do you know where to find clean water around here? Fresh water must be plentiful in this place. There's a river close by. You're one of the locals. I'm visiting this place for the first time. Why go looking at all? All that water comes from the steppe, and it isn't exactly clean. Yesterday, I inspected the springs in the area. There seems to be no clean water around. That salty taste is everywhere. It's reddish in color, and there are disgusting clots in it. Where can I find clean water, then? The townsfolk store clean water in homemade reservoirs. This modest supply should be enough to help us last a little while, but afterwards, we'll have to drink that bloody mixture. Gross.
We frequently do good to enable us with impunity to do evil.
You're a runaway hiding. There's a runaway hiding here. Take me to him. Let's not be so direct. You live here. No, I don't, but seriously, what brings you here, sir outsider doctor? I just want to inspect the house. No one here is ill. In fact, there is no one here that could be of interest to you in any way. You're looking in the wrong place. Vlad the Younger has a different opinion. Was it Vlad the Younger that dropped you a hint about the killer hiding here? That little spider. He simply respects his father and doesn't want to wash the dirty linen of his family in public. Hold on. He simply respects his father and doesn't want to wash the dirty linen of his family in public. Dirty linen, do explain. Big Vlad has plugged the termitary up for a reason. The butcher's mumbling is all over the place. But if you listen carefully, you'll make out tales of such horrors that I get shivers all over. Thousands of people have lost their minds all at once there. Many have died. Something's brewing inside. Okay, this is cool. Can you lead the runaway out of town? Take me to the butcher. I'll interrogate him personally. And how did they die? So that's that. To know, can't tell. Butcher will tell me anyway. Are you sure? Have you forgotten that he's crazed? If you think he'll communicate with you, you are mistaken. They aren't great talkers anyway, and they can only howl, growl, and bawl when they're under a spell. I can hold my own. Go then. The butcher's in the hospice. The entrance is on the other side of this house. Don't come back here complaining afterwards, though. I'll deal with it. Yeah, this is freaky.
Why is the termitary so loud? What are they celebrating?
Your veins are swollen. Does being close to me make your blood stir? This is a girl. Neither of these look like... I don't know. I'm not going to question it. Was there anyone around that would want to see Simon killed? No one's seen the Shabnak yet, but everyone knows what he wants already. Do you know that a man-eater's victim feels the encroaching death? They know in advance they're next on his list, and so they walk about restlessly, waiting and waiting. And then when the wait is over, that's how you can tell who's being hunted. Why are you calling her a he? That's a good question. Anyone could become a victim of this hunt. You don't need to be a prophet. Why are you calling it a he? I don't believe the man-eater is a woman. Anything is possible, of course, but I think it's sexless. Seem to be well informed. I think you fit this description very nicely. I don't know about that. A clay and bone figure doesn't look like a human, so get fucking destroyed by facts and logic. Daniel seem to be well informed.
Lies always turn out to be true.
All right, apparently lies always turn out to be true. That's... Oh yeah, I forgot I have this. Started out asking us about where I can find fresh water. Didn't seem that hard to find to me. I'm assuming that this is going to be a fight. And I don't think I'm going to win because I don't have a gun. I had a gun in the last playthrough. Holy shit. This guy's fucking scary. This is also not what I thought I would be finding here. Oh. Holeg ut golgoi ek gerahen siakol. Olin ek barag. Do you even understand me? Oh shit! I knew it. Okay. I can block. I have no idea how much health this guy has. Oh shit! Okay. Holy fuck. I can only take like 2 hits. Oh! I got him! Let's fucking go, dude. Quick save on that motherfucker. Well, I wonder what Ava's gonna think about this. I thought this was supposed to be the people that visited us. It doesn't look like that at all. That's someone I've never even fucking seen before. Unless I'm tripping. What do you have to say for yourself?
To tame his impertinence.
You have nothing to say.
What's wrong with...
Wow. Incredible. Okay. I was unable to fulfill Ava's request. Shit. So I failed, actually. Well, that's interesting. What is the quick load button? Not the screenshot button, F8. I'm glad I took this, Oh wait, this is, Yeah, this is right after I killed him. Never mind. We want to load this one. We want to see if instead I can choose the other option. We asked him if he understands me. Or I asked him if he understands me. Which obviously didn't work. Do we have any... Version, the beast-like fugitive. Oh, these are other tasks. Seems the reciprocal hatred is not in Ava's heart. My soft-mannered host wants to shelter a runaway serf from the punishment that the authorities would mete out on him if he's caught. It would appear I am not the only person chasing a criminal tonight. I must find out if the killer is hiding in the Doss house at the opposite side of the building. The butcher must be there right now. So what if I do find that out? Jesus. Yeah. Hey, I found it out. I doubt I would be able to deal with a brute of such ferocity. Is that a fail-safe? We'll go back and we'll talk to Ava. And if she says, well, you fucked up, then we'll have to figure out something else tomorrow. We'll also try, actually, while we're on the way, let's go talk to Capella. We might as well. I can always go back and do this later. on the save file I just made. If I want to get through this game, I need to play like efficiently. So that's why I'm just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. I like mostly comprehend what's going on. I don't know if like we've encountered who the killer is supposed to be at all. I literally have no clue who the game is implying. Like obviously most of the townsfolk think it's this step person. I'm not really sure. I mean, this is literally the opening motive of the game. Presumably there's like more days than this. Yeah, I have no idea if I highly doubt this game is 27 hours long to do one playthrough. But the way I've been playing, that's kind of what it is looking like, because I'm taking my sweet ass time doing all this. And I just have a magical way of fucking everything up extraordinarily. So hopefully I've played pretty efficiently so far. I've at least gotten most of the storylines that I want. Hey.
Father has been avoiding me lately. Strange.
So no, I can't talk to you about anything.
Guess?
That's disappointing. I was hoping to prod you about fucking giving drugs to other kids, but you know, I guess we're not fucking worried about that. Runaway butcher is likely to be the man-eater. He's found shelter here. I should interrogate the suspect before the eccentric Canes get to him. This makes it sound like it's the fucking old Gemskis that are after them, not the Canes. Why would the Canes care? I don't know. Anyhow, we have to tell Miss Horndog what's up. Oh shit. How much water do I have now? 9. Let's fucking go, dude. You know, I might not get the fucking winning condition for this game, but at least I'm gonna have fucking 9 containers of water. I hope I can get out this way. I don't think I can. Let's not waste my own time. I honestly thought the walking was going to be way worse than it has been so far, at least for now. I'm sure in the late game it'll be annoying to have to go back and forth just to find out different things, but at least for now I'm not too peeved about it. If there was like a speed hack for this game, I would probably do it. Ideally, it would also speed up in-game time, so it's not like actually cheating, but yeah, I don't know if I need the authenticity of this game forcing me to walk across the entire town. It's not even really that big of a town, but I have to walk. Okay. So here's her mansion. Music changes every single time I open the map. Kind of kills the vibes. That's why this game needs a mini-map, dude. Alright. You have anything to say?
Can you feel how rapid my heartbeat is?
That ominous singing outside the window is gnawing at me. Who could be singing at a time like this? What are the ruins outside your window? This at the stairway to heaven. Very little time has passed, but I feel... Okay, I don't think these have to do. Since you've decided to fight death, you will have to be very careful. It's September. You will be dying with every breath of air. Oh yeah, I do remember. Since you've heard of Fanatica's achievements, you got me wrong. You will be dying here much faster than the capital. Your body's wasting just as fast as boat sink. Yeah. Why? Stuff is full of herbs, dizzying vapors, white whipped wire, and swevery are dangerous in August and September. When the herbs surrender their juices to the sun, people tend to get headaches this time of year. Heart suffers. Lie in bed with pains. My heart aches too. How do you people live here? Fire is a rare herb, so it's usually bearable, but this year it's unbelievably plentiful. The elders say that this is phenomenal. Nothing like this has happened before. They think it's a bad omen. I don't believe that, but the air is droning. Can you feel it? Don't you feel dizzy? Yeah, the air is heavy or whatever. You need to sleep often. Never go hungry. Drink more water. You need to look after yourself properly. If you feel sick, forget everything else and get some rest. Otherwise, you may die of a heart attack or bleeding. Be careful. The more I think and do, the faster I die. That's symbolism if I ever saw it. Sure. That's just the ending dialogue anyways.
Feeling you would come.
On the other side of the guzzle, this ruin is the one... This ruin is the one that's closer to the theater. It looks better from the second floor. What are these ruins? They look ancient, but the construction is recent. Oh, that's the old dream of the Stamatons. They're architects, you know. They wanted to overcome the force of gravity. These ruins were a kind of an attempt to do so. They were built by Peter Stamaton. Can you imagine? They still live here. Still haven't gone back home to the capital. Tell me about them. It will take as long as you want it to, although one can talk about them for hours. Where should I start? They are brilliant architects. They've built something famous in the capital. The 3-storied garden of Frozen Springs. Does it ring a bell? The Cold Hall. Yeah, the Cold Hall. Yeah, I do remember doing this. Polyhedron. Sorry, if you want to listen to me speak this dialogue, then go watch my other part where I did it. How does it stand? I have no idea. Crazy building.
We sometimes...
Yeah, so she doesn't have anything to say. Let's try... We'll load this this save again. Since she didn't have anything to say, we can get that dialogue later anyways. What I do want to try is I'll talk to him, leave, and then go back in there and see if he's still aggroed. Or if he like calms down. I just want to make sure I'm not like... Jesus, he looks like he's from Fallout New Vegas. Bye. And then he's gone. Maybe if we don't kill him, something else happens? Not really sure. I mean, talking to this guy. Gal.
To tame his impertinence,
See, you're a voice actor.
we frequently do good to enable us with impunity to do evil.
Are you supposed to be like an old woman? That must be what it's supposed to be. But anyhow, that doesn't work either. So what the fuck? Should interrogate the suspect before the canes get him. Yeah, I'm like unfortunately kind of at a dead end again because I don't really know what else I can do. Don't really know where else to go, but well, I'll think up something to do for the next installment. I think got an hour and 45 minutes on this game. I was so close to progressing in the story, and then the game's just like, oh yeah, he doesn't fuck English, and he wants to kill you on sight, and if you try and do anything, he doesn't progress the storyline. So good luck finding wherever the fuck you're supposed to go. Anyways, it was fun. I'm having fun trying to piece shit together. These old games though, they can just be so fucking dense with like, oh yeah, you're supposed to talk to this person. God fucking knows who I'm supposed to talk to. I'm gonna have to talk to god damn near everyone in town before I figure out who is the one that fucking can talk to this guy. But who knows? Maybe even if, like, do I have to trigger talking to the one girl first, or like who even knows what I'm supposed to learn in order to, I don't know. Maybe the notes say something, but I'm happy with where we're at on this one. Oh shit, I should be able to stream tomorrow. Then on Thursday I'm gonna go to Oregon, but I should be back. I don't know if I'm gonna have energy to stream on Saturday night, but I should be able to do something on Sunday. Probably be able to stream Sunday. So tomorrow and then Sunday will be the next time minimum that I'll be able to stream and figure out what the fuck's going on. Hopefully I can figure out something tomorrow, because I honestly have no leads on this at this point, other than I guess trying to meet the one guy at the icebox, which I don't know where that is either, because the last time I did a stream it fucking wasn't his moratorium or whatever. So I'll figure it out. I'm not gonna look up anything. I haven't looked up a single thing about this game other than like the words that they use. So sometimes those have been like, oh, this is from Pathologic. Yeah, I don't want to know. I want to figure this game out on my own. I think that's fun. So